My friend always says that whenever I drink coffee, I leave the cups looking like there has been a murder because I wear so much lipstick. This is also the friend that tagged me in this. Hi gang, it's Shelly, and today I will be doing the bedtime stories tag. I was tagged by the original creator, who is my best friend Emily over at Oh My Plot. She also recently just started her channel, and she is the biggest Harry Potter fan I know, so if that doesn't send you over to her channel, I don't know what will. Anyway, let's get on with the questions. So for this one, I'm gonna of course go with one of my Goosebumps books, but instead of pulling all of them out for you, I picked two out, which are my absolute favorites. I do have a few more that are my favorites that I've read, but I don't own some of them. The first one is The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, which I think I have reread because I love it that much. And the second one is Return of the Mummy, although I'm not sure if this is the actual one that I like, but I think I liked the first one in this installment more, which is called The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. I remember because it's like all purpley and it has like the mummy's head at the front. I don't own that one though. So for this, I'm going with Crazy Cat by Margaret McAllister. I do remember the plot to this, and it is about this young boy who visits his auntie who lives like kind of out of town, kind of at her own, I think she owns like a lake house, and when he gets there, there's all these weird things that are happening, but then you get to the end and it's really funny. I'm pretty sure I do still own, because I don't think my mum has gotten rid of our childhood books, but it is a book called The Ankle Grabber, and I used to really love that book. I think I still kind of reread it a few times as a teen because I just really liked it that much. But yeah, I just wish I knew where it was. I don't really know the title of the book, but I do have vague memories of my mum reading this kind of Indonesian translated fairy tale type stories to me, and I remember the book being really thick with a blue on the cover and some like sketches of people, like a black and white sketch type thing. It looked really creepy, and I remember the inside having this picture of, I think it was a story about this girl who visits an old lady, and the house of the old lady has like a skull as its door knocker, and that used to creep me out. The pictures used to creep me out so much, but every single night I would ask my mum to tell me those stories. Now this is a really hard one because I didn't read Harry Potter as a child. I read it when I was a teenager, and I also didn't read A Series of Unfortunate Events. I'm actually reading it at the moment and really liking it, but I didn't read it as a kid. So I think the next kind of series-ish type thing, although I don't know if some people would consider it a series, but it would probably have to be the Goosebumps, because I read a lot of them. I would definitely want to find that Indonesian fairy tale creepy story thing again and read it again, because I don't know, the memories I have about it just seemed like a really cool book that I would love today. So yeah. I know that Emily already mentioned this, but I basically experienced the same thing, so I'm just going to mention it again, and that would be the Scholastic book fair thing that we had in schools. So what it basically is you get a catalog in class, and you can order in books that you want from those catalogs, and you give it to your teacher, and then I think a week after we have this like whole big book fair thing in the library, where you get what you ordered and you can kind of just have a whole day of kind of showing everyone what you bought and like reading and stuff. I don't know, I don't remember too much about it because I think I've only ever bought one book from that, because some of those books were pretty expensive and my parents didn't let me get anything. Not including the ones that are already happening, such as A Series of Unfortunate Events or Tomorrow When the War Began. I would kind of like to see a sort of remake of Goosebumps. Now I know that there is the Goosebumps movie and I have yet to watch that, but I kind of want another Goosebumps TV show, but one that is actually, you know, supposed to be scary, because a lot of the fans of Goosebumps are around my age. They're in their 20s. So, I don't know, I think it would be cool to kind of remake that series and make it creepy and scary, because I have heard and I've seen the trailer for the movie and it's not scary, it's just supposed to be like fun and something you kind of laugh with, but I don't want that. I want it to be creepy and cool. I think a lot of people will like that. Now, I have mentioned this a few times at the start of my channel, and that book is Tomorrow When the War Began by John Marsden. I think we read this in year 10. I know that Emily also mentioned it because we were both in the same class, and it's a speculative type fiction, I don't know. It's about these teenagers who are graduating high school soon, so they want to take a trip together. And they basically go off the mat. They go somewhere far off from where they live, where there is no cell reception or anything like that. And then after those few days, they come back and someone has invaded their country. And it's so intense. I have not finished the series because there are so many of them, but I did really enjoy the first book. Anyway, that is all from me today. As usual, I didn't think about who I was going to tag, so I'm going to do that in the box below and probably also on Twitter. But yeah, that is all from me today, and I will see you guys next time.